Hello and welcome to Dissection of a Fantasy Football Team. KTFO. KTFO. Everybody else can just say their words so more eloquently than I can. So, there you go. Sean's gonna rip apart your team name.
KTFO. This is what we used to say when we were little, when we would go to Mama Connery's house, and she would be done her desserts, and we would say, "Grandma, are you done with the fudge?" And she would say, "Yes, you are. You may now knock the fudge out." And we would eat all the fudge. All the fudge would disappear. So, obviously, the owner of KTFO is a dessert fan. He likes fudge.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather speaks.
Next team we have is KTFO. It'd have been nice for you to show up, but we'll try to do the best we can without you.
He didn't come to the draft.
Nick Foles, as an Eagles fan, I think Foles is good, not great. Schaub as your second quarterback is like not having one. Johnny Manziel is on another bender. I hope he gets back by the end of the weekend. So, no, I don't think you have a good quarterback situation. Going to running back, Arian Foster. He stopped playing football. I mean, he's on a roster, but he will not play this year. CJ Spiller, he'll be getting
Wait. You have some in-depth information on Arian Foster not playing football this year.
He doesn't want to play anymore. I can tell. I've watched enough football. He literally said he doesn't like football.
Okay. So he's like Ricky Williams? Okay.
Hillman, McFadden, Frank Gore. I meean, Gore's good, but he is the only guy probably on your team that's close to my age, so that can't be good for football. I will say B- at running back. We'll now move to wide receiver. Thomas from Denver, outstanding, as long as Peyton stays healthy. Percy Harvin, he'll probably have a headache sometime this year. Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace?
He's still in the league?
He's still in the league. Tavon Austin, I think, will have a better year this year than people expected because people expected more out of him last year, so I think it's a good pick. Bolden will give you everything he got, which will be 50 catches and 800 yards, which isn't going to win you any fancy leagues. So I'll say B- at receiver. Going to tight end, Jason Witten, Antonio Gates. Are they still in the league? With no backups in place, C-. Overall, I'll give this team a C- ranking.
Ira's Island.
KTFO. And there's only one guy on this list that has to be the bust because there's no way he can do what he did last year. It's Nick Foles. 27-2. Those are just crazy numbers. I think because of sheer volume, he'll have a lot going on. But the actual, numbers, not going to be anywhere near what they were last year. He's going to throw a lot more interceptions. So look for Nick Foles to take a step back. Nick Foles is your bust. A lot of bust for you. Yeah.
Bust.
The sleeper for KTFO definitely is CJ Spiller. Now, let me forewarn you, the owner of this team, the KTFO owner, was not at the draft. So a lot of the talent that he has is sort of older talent that isn't exactly the people don't think are going to have high upsides. You know, they kind of know what they are. The thing about CJ Spiller is that I think he actually is going to benefit from one of those situations in Fred Jackson. I don't think Buffalo can depend too much on Fred Jackson, so I think CJ Spiller is going to get a little bit more of a load than he did before. So yeah, sleeper, CJ Spiller.
There's always one girl who thinks she knows. It's an unbiased opinion with flow.
Foster, Spiller, and Gore. What is this, a bunch of alcoholic murderers?
There's always one girl who thinks she knows. It's an unbiased opinion with flow.
Glaring issue with KTFO is the quarterback situation. This is a 2-quarterback league, and quarterbacks mean so much. And you've got Nick Foles, who has to take a step back from last year. And, you know, don't forget, there's some sort of pattern that's happening in the NFL that these quarterbacks come and they have this great first year and then a not so great second year. Are you noticing that? I am. I'm noticing the trend. And I don't know if it's because scouting reports and, you know, team approaches defensively are stopping these guys and they can take away what they can do well. I don't know what it is, but it seems like that's the trend. So I definitely think Nick Foles is going to take a step back, and Matt Schaub is his other quarterback right now. Are you kidding me? And it's not like he's got other options, because you've got Manziel, who knows when he's going to play and what he's going to do if he plays. You've got Hoyer and you've got Bortles. So that's what he did with all of his quarterbacks there. So, I mean, he doesn't have a good, you know, second quarterback. I mean, yeah, you know, I guess you like, you know, Demaryius Thomas and Arian Foster. Those guys are good, but I just think the quarterback situation is so dicey for him. I think there's a lot of other teams that are better. So, I'm going to say, at best, a 5-win season for KTFO. I do not think the KTFO is making the playoffs. Hope you guys liked it. Next week we're getting there. We're getting there.